welcome to Truck Stop Murder and True Crime Podcast. I am Gary Howard. Thank you for joining me on another journey to another location where I travel to as a truck driver in a truck stop, travel plaza, and murder. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Before I start, always share, rate, and review wherever you listen to it. It would be amazing. You've helped me out that way. Also, the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival is coming up July 12th to 14th. It's only like 17 days away, I believe. And this year, if you cannot make it to Denver, or where it's happened this year is in Denver, you could do a virtual ticket and use discount code Gary, Gary. I believe you can use on 15% off of that, so it brings it down to damn near nothing for 10 panels. So 10 panels of a weekend of, I don't know what's going on Friday, but I know Saturday is filled up, and I will be Saturday at 6:30, so I am super stoked about that. But yeah, that ends with that. All the link will be there in the description, or you could just Google True Crime Podcast and Paranormal Festival. It will show up. There'll also be a 360 camera there if you want to take a picture with some of the podcasters you like. That might be there. Hopefully, it will be me. I would love to take a picture with you. But yeah, where does the road take us to today? Well, right now I'm in Boston, but this place took the crime and truck stop I'm going to talk to happened near Linwood, North Carolina. Now, the truck stop is Bill's Truck Stop. Out of 497 reviews, has a 3.8 review rating. It's like a mom and pop one where it has like a little diner. I picture, have you ever seen that movie back in the 80s, Maximum Overdrive? I picture it as something like that. Just an old school truck stop. One of the reviews, which I'll read, says it probably looks the same then. It probably looks the same now than it did then. But right now it's 3:42 Eastern time, and as of 2 hours ago, there's many spots. Now it's been a while since I've been there. I don't remember if it's all paid parking but the paid parking is only $10. It says it's 80 spots there. I don't recall. I don't remember being that big, but I know it fills up quick. I know that because it is a busy section right between Charlotte and Winston-Salem. It says it has that 80 spots, 12 paid spots. So I'm not for sure. This is off a trucker's path. It's been a while since I've been there, so I don't really recall. They do have showers there. You need to wash your dirty ass from the road. The physical address is 1210 Schneider Keynes Road, Linwood, L-I-N Wood, North Carolina 27299. So if you're traveling through there to Charlotte, or you just have to go up to Winston-Salem and grab you some smokes, and you need to stop for a bite to eat there, fuel up and everything, the only thing really there to eat is the diner, which a lot of people seem they like the diner, like a country style cooking truck stop. You get some good decent food. So as for the reviews, let's talk about the reviews, what people think about this place. First review, it's a friendly quintessential mom and pop truck stop. Like I said, it's been here forever and it looks like it probably did many years ago. There's a large dirt lot for truck parking. Yes, there are some bumps and holes, but I've seen worse. Park your rig and take a walk up some steps to the store restaurant. There's a small store. The restaurant looks like it stays pretty steady. The food was good. I didn't care too much about the fried bologna. Small portions and very salty. I think that's why she didn't give it a 5-star review. Everything else was good. Homemade carrot cake to go. Excellent service. So there's her 3.5-star review. Now here's a 5-star review. So people do like it. I mean, I think I liked it. I was happy, to be honest with you. I was happy to get a parking spot. But Diesel King parking isn't bad. Gravel lot, but it's a place to park. See, that diner was amazing. Breakfast, best $15 meal I've had in a while on the road. So a lot of people like this. Here's another 4-star review. Well, it's an older truck stop with a defined southern charm. Parking is pretty decent, but with a dirt gravel lot. The restaurant is pretty good. I do feel like the food needs a little work. You know, I didn't eat there. The restaurant's good. I feel like the world needs a little work. Fried pork chops, fries, cucumber, salad, mac and cheese, rice and gravy, cornbread, chicken noodle soup, and 8 wings to start. The rice and gravy, cornbread, cucumber salad really need the work. Portions are okay, but rather small. I guess same with the other. Maybe they are. I understand. Given today's economy, I really enjoy going to the old SMH mom and pop places. I would return to eat again, but perhaps chose simpler things. Ladies were very nice, and the sweet tea was great. They like their sweet tea up in the south. I tell you what, you know. Well, I can't speak for the diner. I can speak for the truck stop. Yeah, it is a dirt lot, but it's not bad. I've been to some where if you had a Volkswagen Bug and you drove in some of these potholes, you will lose it. And they actually charge to park there. There's one place in Texas. I think it's a Robin Hood or something like that. I forgot what the name was. It was horrible. There's one in, I think they're still screwed up. And then there's one in Missouri that was really bad too, but they fixed that, but now it's a pay park. It's right north of West Memphis, Arkansas. I can't remember. But I don't remember. Marion, I think it is. Here's a one-star review. No diesel and takes 10 minutes to get off the interstate. I do not remember it being that bad. Let's get into the bitchies. 3-star review. Pretty good mom and pop place. Please support independent truck stops. Don't just park here. These places are virtual to our industry and provide much needed parking in low coverage area. Food at the diner is good, which is true. I mean, a lot of these mom and pop places are, becoming, everybody wants to park at like the Pilot, Flying J, Petros, Loves, and whatnot. And if it wasn't for these places, I wouldn't have a place to park. Because a lot of these places, this is what I look for, is a smaller truck stop, because usually there is parking. And this guy, 1-star review, 7 months ago said no beer, and I cannot verify or agree with him because I don't remember. One more last 1-star review, and I'll go to the crime, murder. This one guy, anonymous user, which I don't know why. I mean, if you have something to say, just say your name. He said, place is a dump. Stalls don't have locks on them. You have to hold them with your hand. Let me repeat that again. I sound like an idiot. Place is a dump. Stalls don't have locks on them. You have to hold them with your hand. Place is dirty and nasty. I've seen red dot truck stops that were better than this place. So there is Bill's truck stop, and there's it's a mix of with the reviews, more like positive. There's a few negative. The photo tells you everything you need to know. The 1-star review. Let's see what it is. Yeah, I guess there is no. Yeah, the bathrooms are not the best. The door was kind of busted up on this picture. I will post that on social media when I do the pictures, when I do my information, which I would love for you. I'm babbling now. But yeah, Truck Stop Murder True Crime Podcast. That's my Facebook group. Now let's get on to the murder. We will be talking about the old Salisbury Road shooting. It happened in 1988. So go back a little bit in time in mass shooting, of course. But let's talk about the person of interest behind all this. Michael Hayes. He was born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where he was raised. After the age of 13, he started using drugs and became known as for bullying and his self-aggrandizing behavior, if I said that word right, fueled by probable mental illness and drug abuse. So I don't know what kind, probably meth or whatever. Couldn't find out what kind of drugs he used. Hopefully it wasn't just weed. But yeah, after bouncing from job to job, Hayes began to work as a business purchased by his parents. The business Edwards Moped Shop was located on Old Salisbury Road in southern Forsyth County near the Davidson County line. So right there on both lines, which would become an issue later on. After he stole money from the business for a number of months, Hayes' parents threatened to sell the business to stop supporting him, an idea that helped fuels his breakdown of reality and everything. So after exhibiting unstable behavior for a few weeks and following police reports of concern over his behavior, Michael Hayes shot 9 passerbys from the center line of the darkened road in front of his parents' moped shop. So he just sat there, started popping rounds off at random cars that was just happening to be driving by on the night of July 17th, 1988. 4 of those who were shot, Crystal Cantrell, Tom Nicholson, Melinda Hayes, and Ronnie Hall, died. Complicating matters, the moped shop sat near the Forsyth, Forsyth, and Davidson County line. So leading to confusion to which law enforcement agency had jurisdiction. So they didn't even know who was going to spend the money. A lot of people, they didn't want to spend the money. So no, it was your problem. No, it's your problem. Back and forth. But Hayes later testified for his actions by saying that he believed the passerbyers were demons that wanted to kill him. I mean, I had to do something. All these demons driving by trying to kill me. I just can't just let them kill me. I have to get them before they get me. So Hayes' trial began in the county on March 27, 1989. The scene became a media circus resulting in difficulties in trying to seat an impartial jury. The jury reached a verdict of, listen to this, not guilty by reason of insanity. And of course, many of the people was furious about this, that he got off so easily. Hayes was committed to the Dorothea Dix State Mental Hospital in Raleigh at Dix, D-I-X. He was given Habital, a drug often used to reduce aggravation or treat schizophrenia. The psychosis went away and Hayes went off the drugs in 1989. Since then, he has not been on the medication for mental illness. Hayes' yearly petitions to set free are usually met with the protests of the victims' families and the media, scrutiny by the media. As a result of the public outrage at the Hayes verdict, the North Carolina General Assembly has made a few attempts to change the law regarding verdicts of not guilty by reason of insanity. The most notable attempt came in 1998 when a handful of Republicans, outraged by the news that Hayes had fathered a second child while in custody at the mental institution. So he was getting conjugal visits there. That really probably pissed. Here's their loved ones dead, and he's living in a hospital that the taxpayers are paying for, just living the good life. And if he was really sick, then yeah, maybe I feel for him, but I don't know. It seems like he was just having a drug. That's why I don't think it was just marijuana. Maybe it was something else. And of course, his parents was going to close the moped shop, so he was just angry about that. So wanted to take it out. Somebody got out stoned and buzzed and said, "Fuck that shit." And that was his excuse. He said demons was attacking them. So yeah, second child while in custody, attempted to introduce a bill that would change an insanity verdict to guilty but insane. Such a change will allow incarceration rather than release following the treatment. So with the way it is right now, I did an episode not too long ago, Vincent Lee up in Canada, where he pretty much, I think he was kind of crazy, but the issue about it is now he's out there in the world. He got treated, they said he's fine, good to go now, and released fully, and he's not on his medication. If you don't remember what that was, go back and listen to the Greyhound murder. I'll give you a little insight. He just tried to eat somebody in a Greyhound bus while everybody watched. Lift up his head and showed it to him. Or you could just listen to the Small Town Murder episode. Small Town Murder did that as well. I forgot the name of it, but just look, all their titles have the city and state. Well, this one will be Canada, so just look up Canada. They go more in depth than I did. I did the best I could because with the time I have. But listen to both. Actually, tell me which one you like better. Listen to Small Town Murders and then mine. I prefer theirs. I'm not going to be. I would like to say I'm better, but no, I'd be fooling myself. So yeah, the area of the killing was transferred to suburban, so it's a suburban area with the addition of shopping centers, subdivisions in the years since. The building that housed the moped shop was demolished in the late 1990s. And I'm going to make fun of myself. When I first read this, I'm so stupid. I kept calling Moab. What's a Moab? The moped shop. Couldn't say that for some reason. So yeah, attempts to erect a memorial to Hayes' victims near the site have been unsuccessful. In September 2007, Hayes was again in the media spotlight after it was revealed that Dix Hospital had allowed him to leave the hospital to work at a Raleigh area gas station. Now this is insane. So when the people found out about this, the Raleigh gas station fired Hayes after receiving anonymous threats of firebombing the store or killing Hayes while he was working. So if you don't fire this guy, we're going to either kill him while he's at work or we're going to burn down your damn store. You make the decision. So he fired him. At one hearing, numerous psychiatrists who have cared for Hayes testified that Hayes should be released from custody on September 27, 2007. Hayes was denied release by Judge Steve Balog, despite testimony from numerous psychiatrists as of Hayes' mental stability. May 13, 2010, Balog signed an order for the conditional release of Hayes. On March 1st, 2012, Hayes was released and is currently free. There you go. This guy here, the man who thought he was getting attacked by demons outside his parents' moped shop, all wasted, probably on meth or something like that, is now wandering the streets. I don't know where he's at. I looked somewhere in North Carolina, so be careful. If you see a moped shop, steer clear, especially at night. There could be a crazy maniac just want to think you might be a demon. So the listeners who I do have, let's talk about that. This about mentally guilty, but mentally ill. So usually, I mean, if you do you think that if you're mentally ill, if you're guilty but mentally ill, not guilty by mental, I'm all I'm saying, should you just be submitted in a hospital and period, that's it? And then, or should you go to the hospital and then once you read sane again, go to jail? Or always just get rid of not guilty altogether, just always guilty by reason of insanity and put in a hospital. Bottom line, I know the taxpayers would have to pay for both of them, but here's the thing about that: if you are mentally unstable and do not know the right for wrong, are you really getting any kind of reputation to put them in prison? I mean, what are you really going to get out of it? I mean, yeah, if you're matter of fact, the case I'm going to cover with Nina Instead from Already Gone podcast has to deal with this mental issues. We're going to talk. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to talk about the many faces of Lori Dam. Ever since remember when that happened in Chicago, and ever since then, this is one of them cases that have been stuck in my mind. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. She did an excellent episode on it. If you do want to listen to the virtual live or go there, go to Already Gone podcast and check out the episode. I think you'll enjoy it. She's the only one that I've heard that actually was sympathizing with Lori Dan. Everybody else says she's a monster, should burn in hell, which is crazy. But anyhow, there you go. There is the Salisbury Road shooting. If you like that, please rate and review wherever you listen to this at. Also, share with a friend. I've been screwing up on social media. I keep forgetting when I post something, I have to put it public. That's why I was wondering why nobody's sharing shit. Somebody said you gotta make it public, so I'm gonna start doing that. But I'm also Instagram, Truck.Murder and True Crime. My Facebook group is Truck.Murder True Crime also. But on Twitter is @TruckMurder. Also, if you want to throw me a few bucks, my email, or you just want to either email me or throw me a few bucks, it's gary.howard5@yahoo.com, or my email is trucks.murder@gmail.com. Either one would do. Also, don't forget, True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival, Denver, Colorado. This is my third year I've been. I went to Dallas, Austin, and now Denver. I'm going to go to every year. This year you got the virtual and you get a 360 photo, which I'm excited to see what that is. Matter of fact, once I get done recording, I'm going to look that up. So there you have it. And like I always say, you can't fix stupid, but you can sure numb it with a 2x4. I am out of here.